This guy makes winning look easy.
He is wise in the ways of such things.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our top 10 favorite crazy Charlie Sheen moments from film and television.
You know, I'm an F-18, bro, and I will destroy you in the air, and I will deploy my ordnance to the ground.
Number 10, Viagra Overdose, Scary Movie 4. Kicking off our list is the film scene in which Charlie plays a guy with 3 smoking blondes as bedmates. However, as may also be the case in real life, Charlie emerges from the party so depressed he inadvertently downs a bottle of Viagra, which prompts a very large problem. Outrageous? Yes, but frankly, not all that implausible.
You can't wrap your head around. And then what do you say to yourself?
Jesus!
Yes, you can turn to religion or family and friends, but in the end, you're still in agony. Maybe that's why I want to become a nurse. I'm just so in tune with everyone's emotions.
Number 9, Friendly Advice, being John Malkovich.
Yada, yada, yada. Were you stoned?
Yes. Yes, sir. Jesus.
A bewildered John Malkovich gets some unhelpful advice from Charlie in this oddly honest film appearance. Aside from the Rubik's Cube, Charlie is basically portraying himself as a stoned, carefree womanizer who is way too into hot lesbian witches and the belief that the truth is for suckers.
Hot lesbian witches. Think about it. It's genius.
It's amazing to think this was shot over a decade before his public meltdown.
Sounds like my kind of gal. Let me know when you're done with her, yeah?
Number 8, Uncanny Foreshadowing, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Fans of 80s flicks will never forget this classic cameo, mainly because Sheen's role as a leather-clad stoner foreshadowed the Charlie we know and love today. While stuck at the police station, he goes from staring down Ferris's sister to offering her advice. In this case, how to not look like a whore and live a better life.
You ought to spend a little more time dealing with yourself, a little less time worrying about what your brother does. That's just an opinion.
Despite him being a jerk, she falls head over heels. Now that's what we call winning.
You didn't tell me your name.
Oh, well, it's Jean, but a lot of guys call me Shauna.
Okay, Gene.
Number 7, Delicious Slapstick, Hot Shots Part Deux. Do you ever get the feeling this might be Charlie's actual retirement plan? This action movie spoof sees Sheen in Thailand fighting for sport. Of course, in true Sheen style, he makes this an unconventional fight scene by showcasing his ability with a lasso, dipping his gloves in condiments, tickling his opponent, and finally unleashing the fury below the belt.
You win!
Number 6, The Concerned Father, Scary Movie 3. Here we see Charlie, ever the concerned father, checking in on his daughter. As it turns out, this parody of the others develops into an outrageous confrontation with the King of Pop. Ultimately, Sheen discovers he was fighting an alien impersonator all along. This is definitely a memorable moment, if not only because it puts 2 controversial icons together in the same room. Sort of. Number 5, 9.5 Weeks parody, Hot Shots. In this parody, Sheen and his hot date decide to combine food and sex. At first, it starts off all naughty. However, before long, Charlie pushes the boundaries to see how far he can go and how hot his lady friend really is. This is your brain on Charlie Sheen. Number 4, Sober Acid Trip, The Golden Globes. Now that we've taken a trip into film, it's time to explore the memorable moments from Charlie's real life. First among these is his long-shot victory at the Golden Globes after replacing Michael J. Fox on Spin City. His was one of the most unforgettable award speeches in recent memory, since he was incredibly sweet to his fiancée at the time, Denise Richards, and let slip a hilarious line about what victory actually feels like.
This is so surreal. This is like a sober acid trip.
Number 3, Getting Roasted, the Comedy Central roast of Charlie Sheen. Charlie became fodder for countless gags based around his life, exploits, and firing from 2.5 Men in this no-holds-barred celebrity free-for-all, hosted by Seth MacFarlane.
Actually, you know what? I kind of actually just copied Amy Winehouse's obituary. I only had to change 3 things, though. The sex of the deceased, the location of the body, and the part that says, a talent that will be missed.
As can be expected, Sheen was a great sport about the entire thing, taking his punches like a champ. An hour later, he got to thank them for the intervention with his own hilarious jabs.
By the way, Mike, I'm sorry for drinking all the blood out of your tiger. I was going through a weird phase.
Number 2, Torpedoes of Truth, Sheen's Korner.
Winner.com.
Okay, so it's not a movie or television show per se, but we have to include Sheen's live webcasts. Why? Number 1, chain smoking. 2, frantic ramblings. 3, the show was tagged "You're either in Sheen's corner or with the trolls." This was kind of an unexpected outlet for this mainstream star, but it allowed him to go ballistic and off the rails, while personally addressing a handheld camera in order to enlighten his fans.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I don't think so. Winner, winner, Sheen dinner.
Number 1, the Meltdown 2020 Andrea Canning interview. Taking the top spot on our list is the infamous interview that kicked off Charlie Mania.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Not only did Sheen make headlines with this Q&A, he also gave pop culture some much-needed phrases by revealing himself as a winner with tiger blood, Adonis DNA, an evolved brain, and the power to heal himself. He even found time to spill about his shocking drug use.
I was banging 7-gram rocks and finishing them.
And his goddesses.
We win so radically in our underwear before our first cup of coffee, it's scary. People say it's lonely at the top, but I sure like the view.
Do you agree with our list?
I had more than fun. I had me with it.
What's your favorite Charlie Sheen moment? For more entertaining top 10s, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
I expose people to magic. I expose them to something they're never otherwise going to see in their boring, normal lives. And I gave that to them. I may forget about them tomorrow, but they'll live with that memory for the rest of their lives. And that's a gift, man.